Hey everyone, how are you? This is Alex, local realtor here in Lafayette, West Lafayette area. And today's video is going to be a short one, but is going to be about how do you buy a home in this market? What's going on? What's new? So stay tuned and let's get into the video. So the first thing you'd like to do ideally is touch base with a realtor, okay? Have a game plan with your realtor. What is the strategy of what it is that you're trying to accomplish? In many cases, the realtor is going to have enough knowledge to guide you onto what should happen next, okay? So find a realtor, talk to a realtor, what are your goals, and start setting some expectations of how do you obtain those goals, right? What kind of home are you going to buy? What area are you looking for? What's your time frame, etc. Okay? In many cases, as realtors, we'll set you up and send you a list of homes and or provide you a website where you can view homes. The second thing that really needs to happen is that realtor should probably refer you to their preferred lender and get you pre-approved. Now, whether you're buying a house tomorrow or you're going to buy a house in 6 months, going through this process is very important. The sooner you go through it, the better. One, obviously, so that you can know your numbers. What are your payments going to be? What down payment are they going to ask of you? How much home can you buy? So a lot of these things can take place now, and you can figure those numbers out now so that when you go buy a home in 2 or 3 months, you kind of have a basis of what's really happening, right? So yes, you still need the pre-approval letter in your hand or a current pre-approval letter in your hand, but the preferred lender is going to have no issues in providing you with that. If you're looking, to get pre-approved today and you're going to buy a home in 3 months, it's okay, right? But you really want to get that information and you really want to know your numbers very, very well. After that, touch base with your realtor again. Say, hey, got my pre-approval letter. Here's where I'm at. This is how much I could afford. The bank says I could afford $500,000, but I don't want to spend $500,000. I want to be closer to 300, 350. Awesome. So those are the conversations you want to have with your realtor, right? You want to provide them with everything. How much down payment are you going to put? What your payments are going to be? We like to know everything to best assist you. Example, if we know how much of a down payment you're going to be putting down when we put an offer in on a house and we negotiate a structure, maybe we can get some seller proceeds to help with your closing costs, right? But based on the down payment number. For example, we could provide the seller and say, hey, we have a strong buyer to buy your home. We're going to be only financing 70% because we got 30% down, and we could start negotiating that way, right? So you have, as a buyer, you're coming from a place of strength when purchasing a home, okay? So very important for you to provide your realtor all of that information, okay? There should be zero secrets if you're trying to accomplish a real estate goal, okay? After that, so number one, touch base with the realtor. Number two, get pre-approved. And number three, your realtor should start providing you with their website so that you can start viewing some homes and maybe even go look at a home or two to start getting a feel for what it is that you're trying to do as far as locations, as far as what type of home you think you may want, if you're unsure of that. Once all that is done, you got a realtor, you got pre-approved, you've done a little bit of homework with your realtor and looked at some homes. Next is go out and find the home that you'd like to put an offer on to purchase, right? So you go out with your realtor, you look at a handful of homes, you find the one that you want and say, hey, I love this home, let's put an offer in. The realtor gets to work, puts the offer in, submits it after you do your e-signatures, and then the negotiations begin. A lot of behind the scenes stuff happens, and I'll make a completely different video on that because that in itself is probably 10 minutes. But there's so much that happens behind the scenes from realtor to realtor trying to put a deal together. After that, so you got a realtor, you got pre-approved, you did some homework, you're looking for some homes, you put an offer in that home, ideally, offer gets accepted, and then the rest of the process happens and your realtor will walk you through that process. But in today's market, the way it's really going, I mean, here in Lafayette and West Lafayette, I mean, I think I was looking at the numbers on redfin.com, so it's open to the public. You can just go to redfin.com, type in Lafayette or West Lafayette, you'll see these numbers yourself. And the market is still strong here, you know. Home values are maintaining, even though I know other parts of the country that is not the case, but Lafayette, West Lafayette is not being affected as much. So the market is still holding very strong. Homes are still selling for asking price. They're not selling in a day or two, but they are selling in a week or so. So still, even the really nice homes are still selling fairly quickly. So that's it for today's video. I want to recap it for you really quick, but before I do that, don't forget to subscribe and follow. But yes, find a realtor, talk to a realtor, tell them what you're trying to do, get pre-approved, start looking for homes, put an offer in on the home. That's what you need to do to buy a home in this market. Have fun, good luck. Any questions, please let me know. More information below. Thanks, guys.